Hi and welcome to Gentle Yoga today. My name is Marla. Thanks for joining. So I'm outside today. It's a beautiful day. I just took my mat out back. So feel free to join me outside or feel free to join me wherever it's best for you. And that's one of the positive things about teaching remotely is that we have an opportunity to dictate our practice any way we like. We can practice any time of the day. And noticing that the morning offers us different things than maybe the afternoon or the evening. So pulling up our yoga whenever we need it, whenever we need that extra support. So settling into a seat, today it's gentle yoga. So closing our eyes, settling in, finding any comfortable seat that works for you. Feeling your seat nice and grounded and connected. Feeling the spine long, tall, and spacious. Feeling the crown lifting up towards the sky or the ceiling as we relax our shoulders away from our ears. And taking time to really broaden across the chest and the heart. Broaden into the front of the shoulders. And take time to bring the shoulder blades back towards the spine. So we broaden even a little bit more. And let's take 5 long, deep, conscious breaths in and out, very steady, very fluid, connecting to the rhythm and the space of the breath today. So mimicking the ocean, we feel that rising and falling of the breath in and out of the body. Allow it to penetrate deeply into your systems, into your organs, into your structure, and most importantly, let it clear and filter out the mind of any fluctuations today, of any busyness, of any thoughts that are weighing on us, heavy on our shoulders, heavy on our minds. See if we can let some of that energy go, creating balance and harmony. So freeing up the hectic energy within, quieting down our internal state so we can think more clearly, have a better rested sleep, digest better, eliminate better, connect more deeply. Those are just some of the benefits of our yoga and our breathing. So let's take one more fuller breath in, deeper breath out. And let's soften our chin towards our chest. And let's take our hands to our heart. Let's dedicate our time, our energy, our breath out there, bringing peace and hopefulness all around us. So full breath in and deep breath out. And breathing in, reaching our arms all the way up. And exhaling right into our side bends, side bending to the right. And inhaling up through center. And just side bending to the opposite side. So up and down, nice and slowly. Inhale here. Exhale, take it over. Inhale up. Exhale down. So just taking our time. And just like a little windmill, we're going to go back and forth. So I always love side bends, and I always practice side bending on my own because we forget about the side body. We forget the importance of what connects the front and the back. But so opening up deeply through the armpit, the shoulder, down through our side ribs, all the way into the waist and the hip. So we encompass so much territory along the way. So starting out small and then going bigger and bigger. But so let's just take one more on each side and really noticing how the side bend feels from here. And arriving now, I think we started here. So let's just take one more to the left. And let's breathe in, reach up, stretch, and right into our twist. Exhale, twisting to the right, and same thing. We're going to move with the rhythm of the breathing. So setting up so the spine is tall, making sure that the pelvis is nice and neutral. If you're outside, we want to find that nice spot on the grass where we're just perfect. The Goldilocks method, right? We find that place that's just right. So we're not too far back or too far forward, but we really truly find the center line. And the twisting is always happens right below the level of the ribs. So right around the navel center. And we'll just take one more each way, just flushing out, rinsing out. Our internal organs, we're bathing our internal organs in the warmth of our breath. Inhale here. And exhale, cat and cow or cat and dog. Noticing the excursion of movement, the excursion of breath. And noticing the two together, the marriage of the movement and the breathing, it just gives us so much more. So coming forward and through, we really highlight the breath as it moves in. We find that line across our collarbones and coming back, pulling back, breathing in. Good, and breathing out. Good, so nice and slowly breathing in and breathing out. Just following your rhythm. You don't have to follow mine. Listen inward to what works for you, what feels best for you. And let's just take 3 more cycles, really following the length of the breath, whether it's in or out. We're meeting it with our movement. So notice as the breath gets bigger, our movements also get bigger. Breathing in, filling up, really highlighting now the space, our immune center. So connecting deeply to that. Breathing in. Let's reach the arms all the way up. And exhale, we lengthen forward. Right away, we're going to walk ourselves all the way to the right. So we're going to set up this nice little diagonal pattern. So feeling the seat nice and grounded. And we lengthen through the side body. Reaching through the shoulders. Reaching the crown nice and long. Breathing in. And breathing out, and walking ourselves all the way through center and all the way to the opposite side. Breathing in, setting up here, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And staying with this nice steady breath and walking ourselves all the way back to center and setting ourselves up here for 5 long breaths. So connecting deeply to the space of the breath. Notice how much more room we have to breathe. Notice the depth of the breath moving into our lungs, filling into those balloons, right? Filling deeply. And exhaling completely. So what is that? How much are we letting go of? How much are we taking in? Where are we expanding our breath into? Where are we feeling blocked or restricted or limited? See if we can connect to that. And one more bigger breath in. Deeper out. Slowly we're going to start to guide our way all the way up, reaching our shoulders up, back, and exhale down. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. So unwinding our legs, taking a moment to free them up. Shake them out if you want to point and flex a few times. Through toes and ankles you can. And then we're going to recross. So recrossing, sitting up nice and tall, or sitting any way that feels good for you. Finding our tall spine, our open chest and heart. Let's breathe in, reach the arms all the way up. And as we exhale, pull back cat. Inhale, reaching the arms forward and up. Exhale, let's cross at the wrists as we pull back and away. So just adding on, breathing in. So we're going to alternate the crossing. So we're going to notice now that we're coming right into our back of the heart, the back of the lungs. So restoring those areas so they function optimally, spreading wide across the upper back. Good, breathing in if we're on devices a lot, or we're sitting at a computer, right, or we're on the phone a lot. These are so wonderful if we've been sitting or driving more than usual. So whatever's going on for us, identifying the space that's limited and bringing the breathing and the movement. Let's take one more like this. And breathing in, reaching up, really elongating through the spine and side body. Walking ourselves forward again, 5 big breaths on the opposite side. Notice how it feels. Notice what's happening for you today. And only going, most important is only going as far as you can comfortably. So we're really checking in with that. We're noticing how far we can go today. What is our practice offering us? And connecting to the mind, noticing a quieter space there. And whenever the mind gets distracted with thoughts or to-dos or fluctuations start to build in the mind, worries or anxiety builds, we come to our breathing. And we know that it's a powerful tool for quieting things down, for bringing balance and harmony back to the mind, so we can dial ourselves right down to a place that feels more comfortable, more settled, more productive. Breathing in, rising up nice and slowly. So this is how we build our endurance. This is how we build our inner resilience and strength. Let's reach our shoulders up, back, and down. Full breath in. Deep breath out. And extending the arms all the way, the legs all the way long. Give them a nice little shake out. Take a full breath in. Take a deep breath out. Good, so we're gonna take wide legs from here. So you're in charge of how wide. So finding that place where we feel nice and balanced right on top of our sitting bones in our seat here. So feeling that balance between the front and the back. So we're not too far forward or collapsing. We're not too far back behind us, but our crown is sitting right split center. Good. Finding that center line. And we're going to rotate all the way to the right. So lining up our heart and our right thigh and knee. And just extending forward over that leg. Staying nice and grounded through the left. And again, all these diagonal patterns so that we're really freeing up the body. Freeing up our tension. Noticing what's happening behind the thigh into our hamstring and backing away if you need to at any time. Let's take 3 more breaths here. And really allowing the breath to penetrate into your tenderness, letting it soften and melt away. Inhale nice and slowly back to center, and using the breath to meet the barrier of tension. Melt it down, right? Heat it up with all this beautiful breath, all this wonderful focus. We stay really deeply focused internally. And especially when we're feeling restless or we have limited amount of time, remember sometimes less is more. Sometimes just taking 2 moments to make a connection inward with breath, checking in with our internal barometer and the quality of our brain, thoughts and nervous system. It makes a big difference. It goes a long way. Let's start to come right through center now and extend forward, reaching the crown away from the sitting bones. Full breath in, full breath out. And taking a few more long, deep breaths, just letting one breath roll into the next so that the breath now is so wavy, so fluid, so strong, balancing out all of our dualities, all of our highs and our lows, our ups and our downs, creating more balance internally. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then nice and slowly, just easing our way up, we're going to make our way all the way onto our bellies. We close our legs, give them a nice little shake out, and we're going to make our way all the way to our belly side. And right when we get there, we're going to reach through our arms, plant our feet, and we're going to breathe in. We're going to come right up, bringing the shoulder blades right towards the spine. We really hug in here and extending forward, lower the forehead. Breathing in, lift up. Exhale, extend forward. Inhale, pulling back, bringing the shoulder blades towards each other. We really strengthen our upper, our middle back, our posture, and our breathing from this place. Feeling the belly compressed. So we have to really take most of our breathing now high into the chest and the ribs. Let's hold here to feel our strength. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out, and just one more bigger breath in. And as we exhale, let's make a little pillow. Let's turn our head one way, lower the head onto our little pillow. Rock out your pelvis for a breath. Full inhale, full exhale. Let's turn our head the other way so we get a nice stretch into the neck and the front of the shoulders. 3 long, deep breaths, letting the whole front of the body settle in. And letting the head come back to neutral, we're just going to come right into a nice spinal balance from here. So extending our arms forward, reaching the crown towards the ground. We're going to breathe in and lift the right arm and the left foot, so it doesn't matter how high. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach everything up and long now. So we don't want to stay stuck just lifting. We want to lengthen from the lifting. So we don't want to have any energy or tenderness in the low back. We want to really think about the length. So as we start to lift, right away, we're already lengthening fingertips away from toe tips. Breathing in, lifting, building all this beautiful internal strength. The spinal balance is so, so powerful. Breathing in, it strengthens our whole back body. Good, one more here. And making our little pillow with our hands, forehead melts. Rock out your pelvis a little bit side to side. Full breath in. Full breath out. And let's take time now for a little quad stretch. So bending our knees, maybe you've been walking a lot or hiking a lot. So taking time to really elongate and stretch through the front of the thigh. So bringing the heel back towards the buttocks, any amount, whatever feels good for you. Don't force it. If you want to reach back, and you can with your hand. Otherwise, just let your heel come to your bottom. And here we are stretching, feeling this nice deep stretch along the whole front of our thigh, pressing the front of the hip firmly into the earth so we feel a little deeper stretch there. Take 3 more breaths. Notice how this feels, only taking it to the place that feels best for you. And without flinging the leg at all, we're going to release nice and slowly. Just rock out your pelvis, and you're going to switch your side. So letting your forehead rest, bringing the heel into the buttocks, feeling that nice stretch, noticing how it feels side to side. What's happening? Full breath in, full breath out. And just a few more breaths, feeling the front of the hip pressing deeply into the earth. So that really elongates the front of the thigh. Notice what's happening for you. Notice the sensations that are arising. 2 more breaths here. And now nice and slowly releasing, rocking out the pelvis from side to side. And nice and slowly, we're going to roll all the way to our side and onto our back from here. And setting up so we're nice and comfortable and nice and safe on our backs. And we'll do a little bit of bridging from here. So setting up so our feet, knees are hip width apart. Making sure if you have knee issues that we walk our feet a little forward to give our knees a little space. Let's draw the navel in and up so it's nice and strong and nice and integrated into our center and integrated into our pose. Hands down, make sure that you're not on a high lift for your head. And pressing into the hands and the feet, we're going to breathe in and lift up any amount. And now exhale very, very slowly, keeping all that integration. We're going to start to lower down. Good. Breathing in. Press into the hands and the feet. Lift up. Exhale. Nice and slowly making our way down. Breathing in. Pressing up. Exhale, lowering down. Good, so 2 more like that. Breathing in nice and controlled. Breathing out, we feel everything working together in unison. In union, which is the literal definition of yoga. The union, the yoking, the bridging together. Coming together, and here we are coming together, holding our pose, finding our strength, connecting to our breath, feeling the earth beneath us through our hands and our feet. We press 1 more big breath in, get a little stronger, and now exhale very slowly. Let's lower and lower and lower. Pausing once you're down. Notice how you feel. Full breath in. Deep breath out. So from here, I'm going to stack my knees over my hips. And my hips, knees, and ankles are 90 degrees. My hands can be down or a little more challenging as we lift them up over our shoulders. So here we are, or here we are with hands down. And make sure that I'm giving a lot of instructions, so make sure you're not twerking your neck to see me, because you can hear me and you know where we're going. So breathing in here And nice and slowly, so we can stay right here, or we can start to extend our arms away from our knees, moving the arms behind us and the legs forward. So I'm just going a quarter way and then bringing everything back to center. So we're going to breathe in and lengthen, and exhale, pulling it in, or you can reverse that breath and inhale here and exhale, open. So whatever feels best for you. Inhaling fully wherever you are, we can open and close. Remember, there's so many options for the level that you're feeling today, whatever that is. So taking our time, if you're moving, we're taking it so slowly. So we don't want to feel any tension at all in our low back. We want all the work in our core. So keeping the connection of legs, inner thighs moving towards each other, belly nice and firm, arms and legs strong. One more from here. Let's hold this. 1, 2, 3. Pull the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Rock and roll from side to side, nice and slowly. Notice how you feel. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And always a favorite, I love getting the legs up. It's so powerful just to shift our perspective, to shift our circulation and blood flow to the heart, to give our legs and feet and lower body just a little vacation. So feel free to point and flex through toes and ankles. Feel free, if there's a wall or a tree that you want to go up against, you can do legs up, something that's supporting you. And you can even just bend your knees and let your legs rest on a bed or on a chair, or any way that works for you if you have bolsters at home. So any of the variations of legs up, as long as the feet are above the heart, we're getting a beautiful benefit. Let's take some circles if that's available for you. You can also put your feet up on the couch if it's accessible for you to come on and off the ground. And let's take a few more circles here, or just laying on your bed and getting your legs up onto bed pillows. So many wonderful options to make this happen, and especially depending on the time of day that you're practicing, each one will offer you different things. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And bringing the knees into the chest, we're going to open our arms nice and wide, airplane wings. Let's lower our knees all the way to the right for our final spinal twist. Head can be center or away, whatever feels better for you. Notice how you feel across chest and heart, really broadening the breath into our immune system, our centers, notch of neck, sternum area, into the armpit area. Fill up as much as we can, breathing in. Send the breath deep into the space of your spine, opening all the spaces between the vertebrae, coming out of compression and filling it up, illuminating the spine with the warmth and the healing energy of our breathing. Let's take one more breath here. And nice and slowly bringing the knees back up to center. And exhale, just taking the knees all the way to the second side. Make sure you take support or have support if you need it today. If you need to take a slack off of your low back or your shoulders, make sure you have blankets or blocks available. And lots of breath here on this side, and really noticing what this side feels. Comparing it, are we balanced? Are we feeling almost the same or the same now on both sides, having moved through a very balanced, gentle practice, checking in with the quality of the mind and our thoughts, quieting and softening our expression, so peace is across our forehead, peace is across our heart, and peace is flowing internally for us. One more deeper breath in, deeper breath out. Nice and slowly, we start to bring the knees all the way back to center. Let's give ourselves one more hug, one more squeeze in. And remember, because we're practicing separately in our own spaces, we can add on to our practice or join me now in our Shavasana, any Shavasana that works for you. Either lengthening your legs all the way long or settling into something restorative. I'm going to come up to sit so that I can guide you today. So settling into whatever space works for you. One of the wonderful benefits of being in our spaces is we really tailor not only our practice but our Shavasana to meet our needs. If we're in the morning, our practice will help organize and settle us for the day. If we're midday, it's wonderful for de-stressing and decomposing us if we've been at work or we've been running around or we're feeling hectic. And if it's nighttime and we're looking for quieting and balancing for a nice restful sleep, then make your Shavasana very mushy and cushiony. And so wherever we are, we're closing our eyes and sealing in all our wonderful benefits, everything that we've received today, sealing it in with a full breath in and a deep breath out. And feeling our breath now just soothing and centering us. Our new internal soundtrack, a balanced and even breath pace and rhythm. Visualizing ourselves at the beach, connecting to our ocean breathing, feeling the freedom of that breath, quieting and stilling us even further. We are in harmony with our breath. We are in harmony with our mind. And we are at peace completely. Full breath in. Deep breath out. And namaste to all of you.